Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. And this is another episode of Hobby Talk Tuesday. And this week on Hobby Talk, I wanted to talk about Metazoo and are they up to some shenanigans here? Um, I think they are. That's the spoiler here, as I do think they're up to shenanigans. There's a big, huge tournament that's going to be taking place in Texas, and the prize pot or whatever is $250,000. Gigantic amount of money that's going to be paid out in prizes to the Metazoo players at this tournament. And out of the blue, Metazoo said that in the tournament, at this $250,000 tournament, that players are not able to use first edition Metazoo Cryptid Nation cards in their decks. They have to be second edition. And I know a lot of the Metazoo fanboys and stuff are saying, oh, it's because the text might be different, blah, 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 blah. And this might be a hot sports opinion here, but they are doing, I guarantee you, they're doing this to boost the sales of the second edition booster boxes. Okay, so like right here, this is a second edition booster box of Cryptid Nation Metazoo. So cards out of this box you will be able to use in your decks for this tournament. And it's got a lot of Metazoo people not very happy because they have built their decks with their first edition cards, and now they have to go out and replace them with second edition cards. And it's just really interesting, especially since, okay, so they made 25,000 boxes of first edition, and then I believe it was 65,000 boxes of second edition, and the second edition boxes did not sell very well. In fact, you can go out right now and buy, which I have been buying. I've actually found some second edition booster boxes for like $60 some, shipped to my house for free. So you can definitely get them for under 90 or under 100, under 90. They're widely available. They did not sell very good. I think a lot of people were turned off by the fact that they were second edition, and just very curious that right before their biggest tournament, Metazoo is saying, oh, you have to have second edition Cryptid Nation cards in your decks. You cannot use the first edition cards. And, I think that's pretty clearly a way to get the players to buy into the second edition cards. Kind of cheap, I think. A cheap move there. I don't care. I don't play the game, but I just think it's funny. And it's definitely very curious that they would do that. So what do you guys think? Is Metazoo like artificially making people go out and try to buy some of these second edition boxes that have been having trouble selling? Or is it legit? Is it like, oh, the cards are just way too different in first edition and second edition? We really need them to use the second edition cards. The first edition cards are an unfair advantage. I don't think so. I think it's purely to try to prop up the second edition release of this. It's cool. I don't mind because I actually bought, I think I have like 8 or 9 boxes of this stuff. It's really fun. I love Metazoo Cryptid Nation. I don't care about the edition. I just wanted to open up some to have the fun without spending, the crazy amount of money for first edition. Now, they've also, I don't think Metazoo's ever going to do second edition stuff again because of the fact that the second edition Cryptid Nation stuff kind of just sat around. I'll put this over here. It's like Nightfall. They already said they're not doing second edition Nightfall. They did 50,000 boxes of Nightfall, and all the booster boxes are first edition. And it seems, okay, so then when Wilderness came out, they went to 100,000 boxes, and they said that they're going to stick with 100,000 for each release going forward until it gets more popular or what. But there's not going to be like a second edition Wilderness and all that. So as Metazoo gets more popular and people are wanting to play these tournaments, you know, I would not expect any official Metazoo tournaments going forward to allow first edition Cryptid Nation set cards in their decks. You know, if they're going to do that now for this tournament, they're going to have to do that from now on. So definitely, there's a market out there for people to pick up some of these second edition booster boxes. Anyway, do you think this is Metazoo shenanigans, or do you think this is legit? Do you guys care? Do you guys play the game? I don't. I don't really care. I just think it's interesting that they would do that sort of a move. I think it could backfire on them a little bit with some of the players being upset that they have to go buy some second edition stuff. But it is what it is. It's the crazy world of Metazoo. What can I tell you? So definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments. Stay tuned for more videos, and thank you for watching. This is kind of a shorter edition of Hobby Talk Tuesday, but I wanted to talk about this since it's kind of just happening this week that got announced. All right, stay tuned for more videos. Later.